Okay, guys, welcome to the podcast where we discuss what it takes to have a creative business in today's world and to also market yourself. Today, we've got Julia, the owner of Marse Studios, who is also an educator and an avid professional photographer herself. Welcome to the podcast, Julia.
Oh, thank you so much.
So my first question really is about your workshops.
Mm-hmm.
If you could talk to me about how you got there and what it takes to build an international education business like you have now.
You know, I never have this goal to have this international educational business in general. I think I started to educate people almost 10 years ago. And step by step, a lot of photographers sending me messages. They were inviting me to visit their countries. So the first workshop was in Paris. And after this, I think I was like sick, because I wanted to be everywhere. I wanted to know all photographers, and now I want to educate 1,000 photographers, and now I have thousands photographers, students around the world. And I feel myself very happy about that, because when you're a photographer so long time, you're thinking it's not enough for you, you need to do something more. So for me, it's my choice.
That's very interesting. I mean, the mixture of being a professional photographer yourself and being an educator, they're very two different hats. So how do you transition between the two, and what purpose does it all still serve to you?
I think if you will ask me who I am, I think I can say that I'm now only photographer. I can say only I'm a businesswoman who have 1 million ideas in head, and every morning I think I need to do something more, and I think I never stop. So photography for me is business. It's not only art. And I want to feel myself that I'm growing every day, and this thing I'm always teaching my students that you need to grow yourself. And if you want to think only about art, you will be never success in photography business in general. So that's why I'm like everywhere, because for me it's a system. I don't divide photography, education, photo shoot, studio, equipment, and everything what I'm doing. For me, it's a big my system.
Leads to my next question. As somebody who has taught photographers who are starting out and those that are established, what do you think it would take for a budding photographer or somebody who's starting today to succeed, as you've put it across, to build a business and not just make creative pictures, but to actually have a system where they can live off?
Photography, like I said before, it's not about art, it's a business. Like all business ideas in general. And if you want to sell, because if you want to be successful, you need to know how to sell. That's why, of course, you need to understand who is your customer in general, and to study marketing, to read a lot of books, to have people around you who create business ideas also. It's not only focus to do nice, beautiful picture. No, you need to understand what picture will help you to sell. This is the first thing what you need to understand.
Would you say talent is more important or marketing is more important?
Marketing. A lot of photographers come into my workshops, and I can say easy. You can be a super talented person, but you will be never success if you will not understand your customer, and if you will never understand how marketing and how your market is working. So in general, the most important to be motivated in your job, to know how to sell, and after you can develop yourself in photography.
Most people think you buy a new camera, you buy the best lens, and your customers are going to come through the door. So
never, they will never come. And it's very interesting because you can see a lot of talented photographers, but they are not success because they are shy, they don't understand who is your customer, how to create website, how to promote yourself, how to do advertise, what you need to do in general, and they always try to find excuse what happened to this world. Maybe something happened with market, maybe people don't like shoots anymore, maybe now everything will do robots and AI. No, it's not works. No.
Okay, that's yeah. I mean, with that in mind, if today in 2026 AI imagery is very prevalent, there's a lot of it going around. So, what do you think current photographers need to do, or creatives in general need to do, to stay relevant today when there's AI that can make good images?
You need to use AI for your marketing again because it's very helpful for you, like for person who doing business, but not to be afraid that AI will be everything, because if you're a family photographer, AI never will do family photo shoots. If you're a wedding photographer, AI will never do wedding photo, yeah? Newborn, reportage, events, so many different directions you can be success. So no worry about that, only use AI for your goals, and everything will be fine.
What's more relevant today for creatives? Working with influencers, brands and celebrities, or following the money, going where the business is, the cash flow, the weddings like you've mentioned, maybe the baby photography, that sort of thing? What makes more sense?
If you only start your profession in photography, for the first you need to understand which direction you like more to develop yourself. For example, if you don't like kids, it's no point to work with kids, yeah? But if you like kids, if you like to work with families, it's fun and you can work about this direction. Because beautiful people, bloggers, it's not the best way to be success in photography very fast. So you need to work with people who can pay money for your job. So that's why it can be wedding, of course, it can be events, it's always happen in our life. Newborn is very good field when you can have good money, but it's not enough for now only to do, for example, nice newborn photography. You need also to show yourself in Instagram, in YouTube, about your family also, because again, we need to understand your customer. Who is your customer? Your customer is a young mama who will have baby or who have baby already. So she needs to see photographer who speak about family, about motherhood. They need to follow you, not like a good photographer, it's like influencer also. Now, success photographer is not only about I'm doing great job, your personality, because people like people go to people. So we need, don't forget about this, that we need always to show yourself and to show everything what we are doing. Or for example, we create a wedding, we do wedding shoots, so we need to have friends, designers, we need to have friends, wedding planners, so we need to be around all these people. So you always need to think. So it's not enough to be a good photographer. You need to be very active in everything in general.
Okay. You have done a wedding workshop recently, which I did see, which was quite interesting because that's almost a different style to your studio work. You're outside, it's bright, so it's how do you merge those two? You have said you need to know the direction you're going in. So your fashion photography and your wedding stuff, and maybe even the family stuff, how do you market yourself? Because you do a lot.
No, but in general, yes, I'm educator. I'm do coaching program, and different people need to develop yourself in different directions. For example, one person will be good in wedding, another person will be good in family photography, another person will be good in studio photography. So all my educational system is about to give opportunity to people to have a good portfolio, to have a good experience, and it's not only about workshop. Yes, we did, and we will do this year great wedding workshops. So we have this year in Paris one in March, and in April we had in Prague, and we will have in London soon, and we will have in Milan in the end of September. So it's not about wedding workshop, it's not about only education or experience or create nice portfolio, it's about community for photographers where they can meet each other, where they can chat with each other, where they can change their experience, because in our profession we're always alone, and we need these people with whom we can communicate, with whom we can ask, how you do this, how you doing this, and this is a person from one country, this person from another country, and this is very cool because you have friends around the world, and you can create with these people beautiful shots, and you can have a nice portfolio also. So this is idea about what I'm talking. So I want to give opportunity to people meet each other. This is more important for me.
I do want to talk about lighting, actually, the use of continuous light against flash. But before we talk about that, since you travel internationally, how much of a nightmare are the logistics of these workshops that you do across the world?
No, for me now it's not hard. It's my life. You know, I can't live without this now. I think I need to travel every 2 weeks, and my problem is I think I can't rest, because when I have holidays I'm thinking about what I need to do. I'm telling you, I'm sick about my job, but yes, for me it's not complicated, but sometimes, of course, in the morning when I have morning flight, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, why I'm doing this. No, but I'm really happy because I have a team with whom I work in different countries. I'm always happy to meet these people. I love to work with them, and I'm always excited about what we will create and what we will do.
That's very good. It's good that you have a team, because I believe that photography or any creative endeavor is uplifted if you have a team and people that specialize on doing what they want to do. And I agree with you, wanting to connect people so that they can make art or great pictures.
Yes, and I know that they are already start to travel with each other. They do wedding together. For example, makeup artists meet photographers. They start to work. For example, for now, Cannes Festival, yeah? Cannes or Cannes? Cannes Festival, yeah. So a lot of people from my team there now. And they meet each other, they work with each other, and I'm happy about that they have this opportunity. They are not alone anymore. They have people with whom they can not only to drink, they can work together, they can do projects together. So this is very cool thing.
That's very wonderful. The big question, continuous lighting or strobe in today's modern industry? I'm sure over the 10 years that you've been a photographer, you've seen it change. Continuous lighting used to be very expensive, very big. But now, what do you think is the state of affairs when it comes to photography and continuous versus strobe?
In general, I'm very happy that continuous light now is super cool. And it's make photography and in general production business in make in a very high level, because in the same time, even you work with lookbooks, you can do video and photo, because you don't need anymore to use full flash, for example. Yes, you need to have a few sources of continuous light, and you can create beautiful shots in the same time. With you can work videographer, so you can create for brand video and photo in the same time. If you're working like photographer and you're doing your own shoots, you can create video for your customers also, because we need to have video to promote yourself. We need to post this video in your Instagram. We need to create nice reels. So this way we always use continuous light, because we can't work with flash. And yes, of course, when I started my job like a photographer, it was almost 20 years ago. And it was only flash, and if you want to have different colors, you need to use this different colors gels. Yes. And if you want to use with continuous light was super hot, and everything start to you have a fire, and you always worry how to do this, in general, all photographers have the same light setup. It's stand with arm with octobox 120 centimeters and light from the top, and all photo absolutely the same from all photographers. And after photographers thinking, why I'm not success? Why you're not success? Because your photo from everyone.
Everybody else.
Yes. Why I know this? Because of course I'm teaching. I have seen a lot of photographers in my life, and photographers friend studio in London, and I'm always asked, why you can't use continuous light? Why you can't use RGB? You can create incredible things. Oh, I don't know, blah 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 blah. Of course, it's easy to have two flash and to and that's all. So it's the same like you have one lens and you're afraid to try something different. Or for example, if you ask in a photographer, so which camera do you have? In general, people what have? They have Canon, they have Nikon, they have Sony. They're afraid to try something different. But for now, we can have a lot of different options, and photography is give us opportunity to have something unique, and we need to try. We need to go to the shop. We need to try new cameras, and we need to choose these cameras for our job. So in general, we need to have one camera to be very fast, for example, like Canon, Sony, Nikon. Yes, and something to create something beautiful with a nice lens. So it's always people afraid to try something new. And from my side, I'm always pushing my students to try continuous light now, because it's giving you opportunity to be unique now in this market.
Good, yeah. Talking about that differentiation, actually, and inspiration. What are your inspirations? What inspires your work?
You mean about art, or in general about business?
No, let's take the business outside of it, the creativity side of it.
Creativity side. I think movies.
Movies?
Yes, I'm going to cinema every week. Every week, maybe twice. Yes, I'm looking, I'm thinking how they do these shots. I'm thinking in this moment, oh, they use this light, they use this angle. It's very cool. I'm looking about clothes, what colors now they use, how they create these colors. So for me, it's always like I'm thinking. And yeah, this is for me like inspiration. And of course, I live in London, and I can go in different museums, in exhibitions, and I have memberships in different museums, and I'm always visit this. I love because for me, art, books, and movies is the biggest inspiration ever. But now I'm reading books only about business, about marketing, and about business planning. This is my problem. Not like problem, but sometimes I think when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking, and so that's why I understand now. I have like this schedule. For example, Monday, I'm working about this project. Tuesday, I'm working about these projects. Wednesday, I'm working about another project. In the same time, I can develop different directions in my work.
Okay. Considering that you are predominantly, or rather, you are a specialist. You hardly do any video. You're a photographer. So it's interesting where your inspiration comes from, because you could easily do video if you wanted to.
No, but I don't want to do video. I don't, because I'm talented photographer. You need to do video. Of course, I can do, but in general, I want to work with videographers who can do video for me. Yes, in my type of job, I need my team. I don't want to do everything myself, because if you will never have your team, you can't grow. This is a rule.
So you think for photographers starting now, should they also incorporate video into their work, or should they collaborate with other people?
It depends. If you like to create video and you have time to edit of this video, to do editing, yeah, you can do it. But if not, of course, you can collaborate.
I find it very stressful. I think it's just better to focus on, if I have a project, I have to take the pictures and somebody does the video. Doing both can be good, because it's the same person telling the story, but it's a little bit more stressful, I think.
Yes, but people choose this option. You know why? Because they don't want to spend money for videographers. It's the same story about editing. I'm always telling to my students, don't edit photography yourself. Don't spend time for that. Better to spend time for art shoots for your portfolio, to work with models, to work with model agency, for example, to work about your marketing, to work about your personal brand. But don't sit hours with a laptop, because you will never edit like professional editor. And today we have a lot of AI programs also. But if about me, I'm not using AI for editing, because I think my photography need to be special, because I'm an educator, and I have editors who work with me more than 10 years.
You have a very distinctive look. If I see your post on my feed, I can tell that's a Julia picture 9 out of 10 times. You've honed your language and how you speak through your photography. So beginner photographers should spend more time marketing and doing test shoots and actually creating stuff, instead of set behind computers trying to achieve looks and retouch.
Yes, to create nice portfolio. For the first, they need to ask themselves with whom I like to work. Okay, after, they need to understand who is my customer, in what city I'm working, what nationality is these people, because it's very different. For example, if you're working in France, it's different customers. If you're working in Spain, if you're working in Finland, it's different customers, different people, different needs, different colors, different studios, everything. You even need to speak different way with these people, and because I know this, I used to work a few years. Every week I did shoots in different countries. For me, it was very interesting, because I try to understand people. I try to understand how I can work with them, and I analyze this market. It's very cool when you're working about that. And a lot of photographers, they afraid to work in different countries. I don't know why. I think we have incredible profession. We can work everywhere. We can live everywhere. We are so free, and it's not like you have a job about photography only in Paris, for example, or only in Milan. No, you have your job everywhere, even in small city. Because, for example, me, I start my profession in a very, very small, cold city. In this city, I think used to live 100,000 people. So, and my way was very fast, because I understand who is my customer and what they need. And of course, my photography from that time is very different now, because now I'm working in different countries, in different cities, and I understand that these people need different things.
I agree with you. The time has changed from when I started my creative endeavors. So if you were to restart today, no network, nothing, no clients, how would you build your brand and your business today?
No network, so I don't know anyone.
Nope.
You know how many times I start from zero, from scratch, my business. 4 years ago, I moved to live in Paris, and I start absolutely from scratch. I didn't speak French. My English it's fine, but it's not like you can work easy way. So no, but I never afraid what I did. No, but I have my portfolio in this time. But if I will not have portfolio, what I will do? I think if to start from the beginning, I think I will go to Portugal. I will buy Fuji, fixed lens, and I will work and I will do shoots with ocean view, with nice location. I will rent nice apartment with ocean view also, something like that. I think I will never go to big city.
Okay.
Because it's too expensive, it's no point.
Okay.
If you want to earn money, and but it depends what type of life you have and what age you are. For example, if you are 20, 25, you need big city, you need this movement, people around you. Yes, you want to spend a lot of time in underground because you like all of this. I don't like now. So that's why for me it will be better to have something like, I'm sitting with my laptop, I'm looking in ocean, and I have 10, 12, 15 customers per month. I will be happy.
Okay.
But it's my opinion, because I'm not 20 years anymore,
Yes. No, this is true. Taking everything that you've said today, how long do you reckon it would take a photographer who started today to make money?
I can say about my experience, about my coaching program. I have a lot of people who come to me and they want to change their life. So they have different professions. For example, they used to work like engineer, doctors, everything. It's absolutely different people with different stories. And we start from scratch, even sometimes from scratch, like to buy camera, to buy optica, how to use camera. And from this moment, if the personality is very motivated, you need 2 months to start to have money. If person is super pooper motivated, I think after 1 month you can have money. So if I will look in my cases with my students, I think in general it's 1 month and a half. They start to have from 1,000 and a half. The maximum was 3,000 less than 2 months. Yeah. But you need to be very active and not to find excuse. My child is sick. I'm sick. My husband, blah, 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 blah. All these problems. So no, it's not works. You need to focus on everything what about you do. And you need to work about this every day. Even you have a coach. It's not like someone will do everything for you. No, coach only give you direction. And he said to you, this is right. This is not right. Don't spend time for that. You need to spend time for that, because in this way you will have more. You need to work about that, and you need to create photography every single day. You need to go into the street, you need to ask people, wow, you're beautiful, I want to work with you, I want to create with you photo. What we did, for example, in Paris one day with my students, we went to Eiffel Tower with cameras, and we come into people, and we create in this way portfolio. A lot of people, hi, my name is blah blah blah. We want to do a few shots about you, and sometimes you met there very interesting people. We met there Olympics champions, people, influencers with millions followers in Instagram. So you need to have this motivation inside you and never sitting and waiting that someone do it for you. No, never.
Well, that's true. A lot of people want the success without the sacrifice.
Of course.
If you had to delete every single picture that you've ever taken, except for one, which one would you keep?
Wow, it's a complicated question. I don't know. No, I know. I will keep my own photo with the reviews. I have this photo with my reviews from different customers and students on my Instagram.
No, something that you've taken.
Okay.
But that's good. That's good.
I think backstage. Photo from backstage where...
Of you working.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I can create more different and beautiful photos.
Okay. You are pretty active online and other platforms, including reviews from your customers and stuff. So how do you navigate constructive criticism, bullying, and hate online?
So I'm in my profession so long time. From the beginning, I have very strange customers, and it was complicated moments for myself when I even decided for myself, no, I will not do photo shoot anymore. But after a few days, I was like, oh no, I will go ahead. But it was in the beginning when you are not super strong. But now, when I changed in my life more than 6 countries only for my life, when I did more than, I don't know how many thousands, only 10,000 pregnancy shoots, how many in general thousands photo shoots, I can't imagine. So I don't care about what people thinking. I know that I'm no money, and people can't love me. Yes, in all different ways. I know that some students love me, some students not. But it's fine, it's okay, because we are different, we are personality, and in general, I have my goal in my head. And this is more important, that I will be happy about everything what I'm doing. And if someone don't like me, okay, it's their problem, but not mine. And it's the thing about what I'm talking to all people always, because when you only start your photography career, you will have a lot of people who will say to you, oh, you are no good photographer, you are a fool, you need to stop to do this job. So never listen to anyone, and you need to continue what you're doing, because if you will continue your way, one day you will have results. I believe in this.
Okay. So you think you should have tough skin? It should be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as somebody who is always making things and putting them in the public domain, are you afraid of people stealing your blueprint or people copying your style and using it as their own? Or...
No, I'm not. I know that if I will post something in a few days, it will be inspiration for a lot of photographers around the world. And sometimes these people tag me. Sometimes people ask me, can I use your idea and I will create something similar? Or I see it's easy to see in Instagram, and a lot of my photography you can see in Pinterest. Yeah, also it's inspiration for all people in general. No, I'm happy about this, and I never care about that. Even about my workshops. For now, I'm like, okay, it's fine. If people want to do the same, it's good.
It's good. Okay. Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Yes, but for me, it's like, it's pushing me always to do something new, not to be in the same position. Oh, they copy me, I'm afraid. No, it's like, oh, okay, now I need to do something better. So, and every day I try to do something better. It's about how to create workshop, how to work with model, how to use light, how to do editing, how to use different ideas, clothes, and do something different. You can't to be in the same place always in your profession in general.
And, who is your favorite photographer?
No one. No one. I'm serious. No one. I don't have a photographer with whom I love. No, I have. I follow different photographers on Instagram. I love their job, but it's not like I'm fan.
What about when you were younger? When you were before, when you got your first camera, you're like, oh.
I remember it was one photographer, and she was international educator. She was doing artistic photo because this year it was very trendy to do like art picture. In general, she used to work with children, with not small babies, like 6, 7, 10 years, and she create like beautiful art. So everything about clothes, makeup, light, everything was like a fairy tale. So I was looking how she works, and I remember I went to her workshop and I was sitting and I was like this. She was coming for me. She was like Michael Jackson, really. And I was thinking, wow, I want to be the same. I want to travel like she is traveling. I want to teach people, and all people look at you like this. And she was doing great. Of course, she is not doing anymore photography, but she was an incredible photographer in this time. It was maybe 18 years ago. Yeah, long time. I was only in start, but yeah, it was. I think you always need to have inspiration from someone. Yes, and you need to follow and to see how this person is working. But in the same time, you need to understand you will never be the same. You will be something different, but you can learn something from this personality.
Okay, and we're about to wrap it up. And what's one thing that completely you're rubbish at in your business system that people think you're good at, but you know you're not very good at it?
I'm not very cute, and I'm not very cute with communication, and sometimes I can no answer to people. Because sometimes I have 1 million messages in my phone. I have 2 WhatsApp only, emails, 3 or 4, and it's like, and of course I can forget. And yes, and I'm not like cute, blah 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 blah. I'm not speak with people like this. I'm very direct,
straight to the point.
Yes, and I know that some people thinking that I'm maybe rude. I don't know, but some people maybe think that wow, it's cool. Maybe it's need to be like that. But it's only me and my personality. People who know me well, they know that I'm kind person. But who don't know me, they think that I'm a little bit like this. Yeah. When I'm working, I'm looking my photo from backstage. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's me.
Very good. Okay, and what's one thing that you do to relax outside of your very busy schedule? What do you do to just chillax, just let your hair down and not think about work, business, marketing? What do you do just to switch off?
Traveling with my family.
Yeah.
Yes. I think this is give me a relax, or music, and driving a car, something like that. Something extreme. I love it. Yes, it's give me more energy.
Yeah.
Yes, and some like sense of my life. Yeah.
Okay, and last question. If you had to distill everything that you do into one single word, what word would that be?
Dream.
Okay.
Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic. Well, where can people find you online?
People can find me in my Instagram account, Marse-Julia. Even you will tap Marse in Google, you will find me everywhere, and my website, Marse-Photo.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode, and thank you so much, Julia, for spending time with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.